that my AVPs will have an easier time to know what I am trying to say to them, at the message and the documents that I am giving to them.
Very big advantage for me of social media is that it compensates for the time that we cannot meet. Like for example, in Santogon, there are certain issues that we need to discuss, and we all do not have a flexible schedule. So what we do is we just post our ideas on our groups, then somebody replies, then I reply, then person B replies, person C replies, then and somebody moderates it, then wraps it up, and there you go. So that's one. Then number two, I think social media, more of yung the shyness factor, it lessens. Because for example, if we meet in person, there are these people who really do not voice out their opinion when we meet in person, but in for example, if we put it on the Yahoo groups, like for example me, sometimes I really don't, I have this tendency of not speaking sometimes in some meetings, but in email, in the Yahoo groups, if you read my posts, it's very lengthy post. So perhaps using social media, it helps me or helps the users organize their thoughts more compared to meeting in person.
The advantages of the social media in our organization is help us disseminate information and files online, which makes faster sharing of these files throughout the organization.
On the other hand, what do you think are the disadvantages of using social media?
I don't think there's a disadvantage in using social media for the organization. It's really depends on the organization on how will they use that social media through their organization.
The only disadvantage I see is that people, especially inside the organization, rely too much on technology, making them lousy in terms of submitting and maybe doing things manually.
There's only one disadvantage that I can think of, and that is there are some who post some messages which are not already related to the organization, which may be considered as by some. There are even some who spam and create messages that are not already relevant to the organization.
One of the disadvantages of social media perhaps is there can be misinterpretations on ideas. For example, if you post something and for example, you post something in your groups and you put it all caps. Some people would interpret it as urgent. Some people would interpret it as you're angry at everyone in the group. Right? So that's one. It's hard to convey emotions over technology as compared to meeting in person. So probably that's one of the biggest disadvantages of social media.
How do you think these social media tools should improve in order to better cater to the needs of the organization?
I don't think that there's still any improvement that can be made with the social media, because there are a lot of kinds of social media nowadays, and all of them are very helpful to the organization.
As of now, I don't see any form of improvement that needs to be done. But maybe they could work out on how, maybe the only improvement that can be done is through faster internet connections, internet speed, because here in the Philippines, our internet is not really the best compared to first world countries.
I think personalization, depending on the organization, will help social media improve. For example, on a specific organization, specific needs of that organization can be addressed by personalized social media.
I think social media as of the moment is, it's evolving, and we have what we need right now, but then some other group or some other entity will introduce a new thing, like Flirt, for example. And we find it beneficial and all that. Probably it's not really a matter of improving. It's more of innovating, perhaps gaining the interest of more people to use that certain.
Social networking sites serves people a great purpose in organizations. However, privacy of information is one of the issues being considered in order to improve the use of such tools. Therefore, it would then require users to evaluate the security risk they might encounter in using such tools.
Miss Gran.
Sabaw!
Sabi yung part ko muna.
Edit naman, di ba?
Yes. Okay. So what do you think is the advantage of the social media in your organization?
Kaya mo sa'yo! Hindi, may bago na!
Nire-record ni Solomon, God. Whatever to. Story in between din ako nag-iisip.
Oo, sige.
Ano?
Sige.
Story in between ako.
Limited. Parang issues in privacy na.
Miss Gran! Hello!
Gawin natin sa bloopers na